Hi, this is a walkthrough for adding a data mapping to a DDP. Before you get to this point, you must have already added an EchoSign delivery option to a DDP, tagged the document for EchoSign, and have already sent, signed, and completed an EchoSign agreement. This agreement will be used in the data mapping and must have contained at least one form or sign field. For this example, we are going to update the opportunity stage to close one every time an agreement is completed. In addition, we are going to update fields on the account that's related to the opportunity, specifically the credit card and ACH fields. We have pre-tagged our EchoSign agreement with fields that can be updated back to Salesforce. To begin, you must first open the EchoSign Data Mappings object and choose the New button. This will take you to the EchoSign Data Mapping Edit page. Enter in a name for your data mapping, and then choose a previously signed and completed agreement to import your form fields. You should see a pop-up with a list of agreements. In our example, we're going to select the Proposal for Data Mapping Agreement. Select Import Form Fields to import the form fields from the previously signed agreement. You should be prompted how many form fields have been imported from your previously signed agreement. As a standard, you can update the EchoSign agreement object, but in our case, we need to add both the opportunity and account object. Select the Add an Object link and then choose the object you want to add. You must select them in the drop-down and then choose the Add Object button. Once you select the button, you should see a new object added to your data mapping. We've already added the opportunity. Next, we must add the account. Select the account in the drop-down and choose the Add Object button. And now the account object appears in our data mapping. Once all the objects are added, you must select the Add Mapping link and choose what to update your Salesforce field with. You can choose EchoSign Form Field, Constant, or Agreement Field. A form field is a form field used in EchoSign, while a constant is a static value placed in the source value column. In our example, we're going to enter in a static value of close one and update this in the stage field. You can choose to not override a Salesforce field if there's already values in it. Now we're going to add 8 mappings to the account object so we can update both the credit card and ACH information. However, instead of choosing a constant or agreement field to update Salesforce, we're going to have all of these data mappings be updated with EchoSign form fields. Because our form fields were imported from the previously signed and completed agreements, we should see a list of our form fields in the source value dropdown. We can pick these form fields one by one in the source value column, and once that's done, we can assign them to account fields in the target field column. You should see a list of all of the fields available in the selected object in the target field dropdown. So all we're doing here is matching the form fields, which are represented by their labels, and assigning them to Salesforce fields in the account object. Once all your objects and data mappings are added to the record, you can go ahead and save your data mapping. At this point, it's saved in Salesforce, and now you can use it in a DDP. Navigate to the DDP you want to tie this mapping to and scroll down to the delivery options. You must choose the EchoSign delivery option and then select the change link next to the data mapping field. You should see a list of all your data mappings available in the data mapping dropdown. Choose the data mapping you've created and hit save. Now your data mapping is tied to a DDP. To test this, you can navigate to a record on your DDP object, select the Loop Plus button, and fulfill the DDP Visual Force page. Once you choose to run the DDP, your DDP output will be processed and automatically attached to the EchoSign agreement record. Once you are in the EchoSign agreement, ensure that all the information is correct. You should see the data mapping that is being used in the additional fields section. Send the agreement when ready, and then once you receive confirmation, it has already been sent to the agreement recipients. Now the agreement recipients must sign and complete the EchoSign agreement in order to have the Salesforce fields be updated with the information input in the agreement form fields. It's important to note that all recipients required for the completion of the agreement must successfully complete their portion of the contract. The data mapping will not be used until the agreement is fully completed. Once all recipients have signed the EchoSign agreement, the contract will complete. All recipients will receive a confirmation, and in addition to the recipient confirmation, the agreement record with an EchoSign will be updated to completed. To check to see if the data mapping has worked, navigate back to the records you ran from and check the field specified in the data mapping. In our example, the opportunity stage has been updated to close won, and all of the account, credit, and ACH fields have been updated with the form information. And that is how you add a data mapping to a DDP. Thank you.